My name is Lance Peterson, and I'm honored to be one of your appellate court justices. And I am running to keep my seat to be retained as your appellate court justice in the 3rd Appellate District. What are my qualifications for this office? First, I have now served as a judge for over 23 years. About 2 years ago, the Illinois Supreme Court unanimously appointed me to the appellate court, where I've now served for those 2 years. Before that, I served as a trial judge for 21 years. And during that time, I presided over nearly every kind of case in the justice system, including over 100 jury trials. In 1996, I was elected Grundy County State's Attorney, where I served for 5 years before taking the bench. Before that, I practiced law, including both civil and criminal cases. And my first 2 years out of law school, I clerked for Appellate Court Justice Tobias Berry, drafting appellate decisions. And then I clerked for Justice Mary Ann McMorrow, a woman who broke every glass ceiling for women in the Illinois justice system. So I clerked with her writing decisions at the Illinois Supreme Court. What is my judicial philosophy? My judicial philosophy is that judges have to make their decisions in a completely unbiased and impartial fashion. And by that I mean, judges are to read, know, and understand the law and then apply it, regardless of what their personal opinions are or may be about that law. A judge can look at a statute and think, why did the legislature do this that way? But that can't influence the decision. Who the litigants are, what their status is in society cannot influence a judicial decision. What political rhetoric may be out there surrounding an issue before the court cannot influence judicial decisions. Simply put, judges need to always be neutral arbiters. What are some significant obstacles to justice? One thing that comes to mind to me is public perception. The public's confidence in the judicial system is crucial to the system itself. And over the past several years, I have sensed a decrease in public confidence. I think largely because of the rancor in the tumultuous political times we're in, things politicians say about the judiciary, and some things that have happened at our highest court have caused this. So what can I do about it as an appellate court justice? And I think the answer is just to communicate through the decisions I make and how I make them. Judges are asked to speak to groups of people all the time, and communicating during those speeches. Maybe it's just one person you meet in a coffee shop, but persistently communicate that no, judges are fair, they are impartial, they do not let outside influences impact their decisions. And perhaps when we're in calmer political times, this little bit of a reversal in the confidence of in the public in the judicial system can change. What is the greatest need in the Illinois justice system? There are obviously several needs, but one thing that does come to mind is access. And what I mean by that is there are certain people who have barriers or hurdles to getting their cases heard in court. For example, those who don't speak English, those who cannot afford an attorney, or the mother who has children who either can't afford or find daycare or a babysitter on days that she needs to be in court. Those people have the right to have their cases heard by a judge and have their interests protected by the justice system. Now, the good news is the Illinois justice system, the Illinois Supreme Court, has taken great strides in this area and implemented policies. It's called access to justice. Things like websites that self-represented litigants can go to get the assistance and walk them through the types of case that they may have in court. There are now forms for nearly every kind of case that would bring a self-represented litigant to court. Fully funded interpreters for certain kinds of cases for all languages.